BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Yeah, we started a little late today. There's a couple of things I want to say real quick. Okay, so usually when the live starts, whether it be in the morning or whether it be at night, let me see if I could. Usually when the live starts, whether it be in the morning or whether it be at night, I got graphics running in the beginning. And that does a couple of different things. One of the things that it allows for y'all to do is to populate the room. What up, Vic Star? Vic Star says first. One of the things it does is allows for y'all to populate the room. So I'm a bullshit for a minute so we can get people up in here before I start talking about anything that's of any consequence. First thing I want to say is this. Somebody came up in the chat the other day. They was like, "Yo, Jack, I'm back." Right? They was like, "I got that package for you." I don't deal drugs of any kind. I don't deal drugs. I don't deal water. I don't deal air. I deal nothing of any kind. To be perfectly honest with you, I ignored the comment for the most part, and I just assumed that the individual wanted to have a conversation with me. That's it. That's it. Also, to be perfectly honest with you, I think supposed to be getting shirts off of the individual. I don't know, because some people I actually do business with, we're trying to get more distributors for our actual merch. We're trying to get more distributors for our actual merch. So I just want to say that I deal no drugs. I deal zero drugs. Okay, I just want to let this be known. I had somebody pointed out to me after the fact, like, "Yo, Jack, it sounds like you're doing," and I'm like, "Nah, I'm not." And it was like, "Yeah, but the person said," and then I'm like, "Well, I think that was just supposed to be a private conversation between me and that person that pertained to something totally different." But going back and looking at it, yeah, it does sound like it looks like I'm not dealing any drugs. Please don't come up to me, ask me for no drugs. Please don't treat me like I'm dealing drugs. I'm very happy being a free man. And I think that if I was to do something like that, I would get caught up and get all fucked up in the game. So that's just not something that I would do. On top of that, I feel really bad. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get into this. Before we actually get into the conversation about what we want to talk about, I want to say something else for everybody that's living in Texas. So the Rangers are planning to actually open up their stadium, right? Do you know that the president went on air the other day, did an interview with Sports Center, basically like, "Well, those guys, they're really irresponsible. You shouldn't be opening up. We need to keep everything locked down. You need to listen to Dr. Fauci." That's what this dude just went on the air and said just the other day being interviewed. And this is what I got to say about this. A lot of people don't understand how profit sharing works in sports. You think, you own a team, you make money, boom, that's it. But that's not how profit sharing works in sports. And specifically in baseball, the way profit sharing works is this. When I come, let's say I'm the Yankees. Let's say you're, I don't know, Florida Marlins. If I come to your stadium, we split the box office. I'm going to say this again. If I come to your stadium, we split the box office. The only thing the stadium gets to keep is the freaking concession. That's why the concession is always so expensive. That's why you go to the freaking baseball game to go get a hot dog, the shit costs $10. Because everything that happens at the concession, everything that happens if you buy merch in the building, well, not really merch because that's still profit sharing also, but everything that happened at the concession, that goes directly to whoever building that is, period. Everything that happens at the, if you get a lot of people that's going to come because they want to see the Yankees play, they have to share that profit. I'm not sure if it's 50-50 or something like that, but they got to share those profits. That's why owners like having the Yankees come into town, just so you can be clear. Anyway, so teams need to have fans in the stands is what I'm trying to say. That's important for a team. That's important for all sports teams, especially in baseball. Obviously, that's important for teams to have people in the stands, because if you don't have people in the building, then you're not selling any concessions. You're not selling your your $10 hot dogs and your $11 beers. You understand what I'm saying? So you need people in the stadium. Anyway, that's just to let people know, just little logistics or something. So whenever you hear about these teams talking about that they want to start allowing people to come back in, that's because they're losing money. You understand what I'm saying? Like they're literally losing money. And I get it, they're a big billionaire corporation, who cares if they lose a couple of $100,000. But remember, when these baseball teams lose money, they have to let people go. They not into the they're not into the they're not into the business of losing money. So when they start losing money and they start projecting losses over this quarter, this quarter, this quarter, and this quarter, the next thing you know, now you got people getting fired and people losing their job. So that's how that goes. Hey, Vix, can you put that link up that I sent you, please? Because I can't type. As y'all know, I'm having get our computer back hopefully in another business day or two. When we get our computer back, I'll be able to go back to work. Hopefully, they fix the computer in the manner that I'll be able to work because for the last couple of months, I've only been able to really have the computer on for a couple of hours at a time. So that means that after morning coffee, computer got to go off. I can't work again for another while until it cool off. Anyway, let's do roll call real quick. What up, Vic Star? How you doing this morning, baby girl? We love Vix. What up, DSTN? Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. Who else we got up in here real quick? Vic Star says, please hit the like button, everyone. Get your notifications. What up, NetStars Live? NetStars Live says, BBN admins chat. Good morning, everybody. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. What up, yeah, Shaw? How you doing this morning, LaShaw? He says, hi, Frost, BB in chat. Big Star says, none of the drugs. The drugs. Nah, yo, look. I'm going to say something about me real quick. I get it. I understand the way I look. I understand the energy I give off. I get it. I make people nervous. I make people, they don't know what the fuck I'm up to. I'm not up to nothing. I don't know no way to put it. What up, Garrett Crawford? Garrett Crawford says, peace, Frost, BB and family. What up, Aisha Stockton? I think that's how you say her name. Aisha, am I saying your name right? She says, good morning. What up, Queen Shy? The Queen is in the house. Who else we got up in here real quick? Anybody else in here? Nobody else want to talk. Everybody else want to be quiet. They got hidings. All these people, they just hidings. So we just put up a GoFundMe. R.I.P. to Corey. I believe his name is Corey Jones. He just recently passed away. I don't know him personally. My sister-in-law knows him, BQ Mommy. He was an individual that was just, help people out in New York City. As far as I know, helped a couple of people get signed, get into good positions. So RIP to that brother. He passed away in his sleep. It was not through violence or anything like that. It said that he went to sleep and then he just didn't wake up. I mean, isn't that the way that we would all love to go when we have to go, right? So shout out to that man. Shout out to that man's family. They're trying to get, I believe, $13,000 together for his funeral, or $15,000 for his funeral. I believe they already got $9,000. If you would like to go over there and help them out, you could go over there and help them out. If you want to find out a little bit more about the man, maybe you could go do that also. What up, Ace Kings? Haven't seen you in a long time. He says, good morning, sipping coffee. Who else we got up in here? What up, DZ? Shout out to DZ. Also, our Cash App was also posted. So I just want to throw that out also at the same time. Same damn time. So I do say your name right, Aisha. I'm pretty good at reading. Because those letters, I don't know what to tell you. They was sitting down, they was like, we gotta figure out what to name my daughter. Let's get the Scrabble board. I'm just joking. It's a beautiful name. I actually like the name Aisha. Queen Shots at random fact, and for your information, Frost is not dealing with any, none, nada, zero, zilch drugs. I repeat, he does not deal drugs. I do not deal drugs. I really don't. I'm not trying to trick nobody. I get it. A lot of people are wondering how this situation has been sustainable. It's just sustainable. I'm not dealing drugs. That being said, also, If you would like to drop something into the Cash App or into the PayPal, be my how do you say that? Guest. Be my guest. Be my guest. I got the stupidest issues and problems. Yo, my problems don't even be making no sense. Yo, I'm pretty sure I be pissing people off, and I don't even know that they exist in order, not no disrespect to them. But I'm pretty sure I'll be pissing people off that I don't even know exist to be knowing that I'm pissing them off. And if they came up to me and said, yo, Jack, you're doing this thing, you gotta stop doing it. I'd probably be like, well, I don't even care about that thing. All right, it's on you. I'm gonna stop doing it. I don't even be knowing. I be pissing people off and I don't even be knowing that I'm doing it. So I don't know what to do on that. I'm telling you I do. I already know I do. I be pissing. Yo, people, just for your information before we get into the actual show, because we still 10 minutes in. So before we get into the actual show, in my life, I've literally had people come up to me and tell me about some beef that they had with me for the last 6-7 years. And the whole entire time I'm sitting there like, I didn't even know that was a thing. What a straight G Toro. The whole time I'm sitting there like, yo, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, really? You should have came up to me. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't care about that. sometimes people think you care about shit you don't care about. Also, for everybody that don't know, not only do we get water in the morning, but you also got to get your bananas on. Everybody should be eating 2 to 3 bananas a day, man. Minimum. If you want to max out at like 6 or 7, go for it. But everybody need to be eating 2 to 3 bananas a day. At the store, banana costs I think $2 for $1. At some stores, go get yourself 2 bananas every day. Every single day, you should be having 2 bananas. Period. You want to increase your health. What up, Miss Juicy Reviews? Grand Rising, Frost and Jet. Yeah, you have at least one. Yeah, the banana is very important. All right, let's get to the show. So we have open discussion today. I would like to have a discussion about NBA YoungBoy. This Quavo thing is just absolutely bananas. What's going on with that shit makes no sense. What up, Nestars Live? Says people, can we start sharing our Facebooks if you have them? You share your Facebooks. Oh, I don't even know if y'all can put links up, so y'all might be able to. I don't have it where anybody could just put up links, because we had people coming in here previously putting up like sex chat links and all types of other weirdo shit. So I'm not sure if links could be saved, it could be shared, and I can't change that because I don't have my computer currently. So hold on. Could somebody please explain to me? Oh, yeah, please share BB into Facebook. No, I don't have a group on Facebook, but one of y'all create a group on Facebook? Could somebody create a group on Facebook? That'd be dope. I don't understand why some of y'all not creating BBN fan page things that y'all can make y'all own money off of. I don't understand. You know that's why a lot of people create fan pages, right? I don't know why some of y'all don't create BBN fan pages and you can make your own money off of it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So check this out. Why LAPD talking like they trying to charge Quavo and Sweetie? Why is LAPD talking like they trying? Well, Big Star did create a jump off. Let me know what's going on with that, Big Star, so we can send people to it. You got the link? Big Star, put the link up. Why is LAPD looking like they thinking about charging Quavo and Sweetie? You want to know the first thing that tells me? All of those people that was jumping on Quavo ass trying to get mad at him, acting like Sweetie could do whatever she wants to do, that just goes to show all of them motherfuckers is goofballs. That shows to me that all of the people, listen, All of the people that was busy trying to say Quavo is wrong right off the rip, acting like Sweetie could do whatever she want to do to Quavo. See, this is, I'm gonna tell you what my issue is with some of these, not everybody, but with some of these women that try to advocate for women. If you busy telling me that a woman could do anything she wants to a man and a man just have to sit there and take it because he's a man, I don't fuck with you. Y'all need to go look and find out how many women kill men a year. A lot of men get killed a year. Women kill men a year. Like, people forget that women can also kill men. Y'all know this, right? The next time I hear somebody try to like talk that over female shit, I'm gonna just say that, you know, women kill men also, right? Like, I get it. You hate men, so if a man dies, it's okay. But women kill men also. This is a thing. This happens. Miss Juicy Review says the cops is moving like they do in New York City with domestic violence cases. She swung on him. We don't know. See, this is the thing. We don't know what happened before she swung on him. But she swung on him and he retaliated. He didn't retaliate by hitting her. He threw her in the elevator. I don't know. It's how you feel about that. Everybody might have a difference of opinion about that. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you feel about that. But if you're going to ignore the fact that she swung on him, or if you're going to say it don't matter that she swung on him, then I'm not fucking with you. Because that means that if somebody come up, if a female kill a man, you're just going to be on the female side. That's how I feel. I could be wrong, but it sounds like whenever a man gets attacked by a female, that there are some people that they like, the man just got to die. He not a man if he don't let her kill him. That's what I hear. If he don't just let her kill him, then he ain't a man. What is he doing defending himself? That's what I hear. That's what I hear. And that's why I look at it the way that I do, and I'm mindful the way that I am whenever I see somebody speaking about there's just certain individuals that every time, what up Glenn Ortegra, there's just certain individuals that every time there's a problem arises where there's a difference between a male and a female, there's just certain people that jump out of the woodwork, like your man Derek Jackson, that's going to be like, oh, the woman's always right. The woman is not always right. You understand? The woman is not always right. That's all I'm saying. I'm not really saying anything much more than that. The woman is not always right. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, I don't know what happened. I'm not even saying Sweetie was wrong. I don't know why she swung on him. There's reasons to swing on a person. I don't know why she swung on him. Nobody knows why she swung on him yet. Maybe he did do something. Maybe something did happen. Maybe she was a little drunk. Maybe she was a little intoxicated. Maybe because he looked sober as shit when he looked into that camera. He looked like he was on a 4-day sober bender. Looked like everywhere he was going, he was like, no drugs for me. No drugs. All the drugs, none. So he looked like he was on a whole 4-day sober bender. So, like, we need to find out what happened. Anyway, shout out to the LAPD for not just jumping the gun and charging the male just because he got a penis. Because I always hate to see that happen. Always hate to see that happen. Right about now, I would have threw up some graphics about something, but we don't got the computer back yet. I'm going to call those guys today and nag them about the computer. I just make people nervous. And I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. I'm just assuming it's just the energy that I give off. This shit is crazy. It just makes people nervous. All right, so we want to talk about NBA YoungBoy also. Um, I want to say something about this whole NBA YoungBoy thing. I don't know if I spoke on this particular aspect of it yet. Um, I want to say something. First, I heard before we, what up, Damani? Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. I mean, pardon me. Everybody say what's up to my niece. Tell your mother I said hi. So, and tell your mother her friend was cute. So, the light skinned girl, she was really cute. Shout out to Big Star with the $4.99 European drop. She says potato jackets for lunch. I think I would also like me some potato jackets. And now that I see the difference, whenever the American dollar is low, we need more people from Europe. Don't they? We need more people from Europe to hit that super chat. I don't know what to tell you. The difference is incredible. Well done. What I was about to say. I'm stupid. I want to say something about the NBA YoungBoy situation, but before I talk about the NBA YoungBoy situation, I want to say somebody texted me this morning and they said that Quando Rondo said that he's dropping everybody. The only person he keeping around him is Little Tim. Shout out to Bree Powell. This sniper. I got a question. Has anybody know for a fact that Little Tim is not in jail anymore? Does anybody know for a fact that Little Tim isn't in jail anymore? I'm just curious. And then I want to say something else pertaining to that whole Little Tim situation. Once again, okay, so Little Tim isn't in jail. So somebody sent me something saying that Quando Rondo said that he's dropping everybody. The only person he's keeping with him is Little Tim. And I got this to say. I am 100%. First of all, let's clap it up for Quando Rondo. That's one. Reason why I say that is because are we all assuming the same thing, that there's no way Little Tim could have bailed his own self out of jail? Could we assume that Little Tim couldn't have bailed his own self out of jail when Quando Rondo bailed him out? Right? We could assume that, right? So I want to clap it up for Quando Rondo. I'm not condoning what happened to King Vaughn. I'm not condoning that at all. But what I am saying is, it's kind of dope to see people remain solid to people who were solid to them. Right? So his friends put the money together to bail him out. Okay. Shout out to his friends. Because I'm not sure who bailed him out. Shout out to his friends. Shout out to whoever bailed him out. Shout out to whoever bailed him out. I could believe that his friends put the money together because I don't think Quando Rondo got that kind of money. No disrespect to him, but I don't think he got that kind of money to just be thrown around. I might have $100, but I might not have $100 to give you. You might have $10,000. You might not have $10,000 to give me. Is that fair? 100,000 is very low for a murder. That's what Tate says. I'm not gonna argue with you. Quando Rondo is probably good, but I'm not saying Quando Rondo probably don't have that money to be given away on bail. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying that he can't materialize $10,000 if he needed it. Just so we can be clear. I was trying to be clear on that particular point. I don't think I think that if he could tour, if he could go do shows, he could get $10,000 like this. Right? When was the last time Quando Rondo did a show? If Quando Rondo could do a show, he could get the money like that. He could materialize the money like that. That's nothing. But besides the fact that we already have this quarantine situation going on, and you add on to that some places might not want to book them because of the potential dangers. Miss Juicy Review says Kylie got money, but she still asks people to donate to her friend's surgery. Wait, it was for a surgery? I thought the person was dying. Was it a cosmetic surgery or a life-saving surgery? It was a life-saving surgery though, right? She should have just paid for the person. But I'm gonna tell you what Kylie Jenner really did. Kylie Jenner really just made that person super rich, because now that person is a part of. She made that person famous. So if I was that person, I would have rather Kylie Jenner did what Kylie Jenner did, rather than just give me the money. I would way rather that Kylie Jenner did what Kylie Jenner did. What up, King Will? Because now Kylie Jenner just introduced that person to the world, right? Kylie Jenner's a billionaire, right? I would way prefer Kylie Jenner be like, donate to this person's shit. Straight G Toro says, yeah, because that give you opportunity to take people for that money or success. No, I don't know what you mean by that. But no, what that does is that introduce you to the world. Kylie Jenner did anybody else know who this person was before Kylie Jenner said donate to their Cash App? Kylie Jenner just lent that person some of her fame. Kylie Jenner probably just helped that person get deals with who know who. You understand what I'm saying? Kylie Jenner, and it's a makeup artist, so shit. You know how many other people might now be trying to book this makeup artist? This makeup artist might get their own TV show. I wouldn't be surprised. This makeup artist IG probably just got freaking 10 million new subs. Who knows? So I'm not against that. So I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. I think people be just looking for reasons to be angry at other people. Yeah, Miss Juicy Review says, yep, she put him into a better situation going forward. That's a fact. Anyway, that's the way I looked at it. Not for nothing. That's the way I looked at it. But people can see it however they want to see it. You could be like, yo, look, man, Kylie should have just gave him the money. Like, yeah, Kylie should have just gave him the money. I get it, but I like to learn how to fish more than I would like for you to just give it to me. Learn how to fish, I eat forever. King Will says that's a whole fact. Opportunity is more valuable than money, especially if you're a business owner. Boom. It's a fact. Juicy Review says what the saying, one hand wash the other, both hands wash the face. Now check this out. This is something that I want to say real quick. I don't want to stay on this topic too long, but this is something that I want to say real quick, right? I think people are mad at Kylie because there's more people that don't understand than that do. There's more people that will just rather you give them the money than they learn how to go get the money on their own. It's more people that would rather you give them the money than you give them the exposure that they can now work into to improve their situation. Because there's that part in there, work. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people just prefer, they don't care if they get less, they don't care if they get shorter, they don't care if they can't get it much. They really want to avoid that word work. You understand what I'm saying? So that's probably why some people are mad at Kylie Jenner, but I don't see that there's no reason to be mad at Kylie Jenner. It's a fact. Is it posting somebody the thing that you do on What up, BQ Mommy? How you doing this morning? Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. We posted the link a little bit earlier for the GoFundMe. Um, I believe his name is Corey Jones. He had passed away in his sleep. He was a gentleman that helped a lot of people. He was a good guy from what I hear. I do not know him personally. He was a good guy from what I hear. DSTN says, I'd rather never be broke again than go broke being dependent. I agree. But like I said, you got to understand, a lot of people, they don't want to do the work. Like, they want to say they don't want to do the work. So a lot of people are going to prefer, what up, Corey Sweeney? Everybody say what's up to my cousin. A lot of people are going to prefer you give them the money rather than you show them or teach them how to get the money. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. There's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. That shit ain't changing. That's just the way it is. This shit ain't changing. You can literally tell a person how to get to the bag, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna want you to do all the steps for them instead of them just doing the thing. Then when they see you do it, you understand what I'm saying? Then they gonna see you do it. They gonna be like, oh, I could have did that. Like I told you to do it. Next Stars Live says at BBNNETWORK. I like Miss Juicy review. She on it and she looked like a whole cutie. I can't really see that thing. It's too small. She's a cutie. I'm single. What up, Salty Sacks Creations? What up, Salty Sacks Creations? What up, P from Jersey? Once again, the computer's in the shop. So all drops will be appreciated to the Cash App. The computer is in the shop. We're getting the computer out the shop. I think I got another business day or something like that to wait. The computer is in the shop. I hate transporting my computer because I got to walk around with I hate transporting anything, right? Because I'm going to tell you what happened. Whenever you're doing something and people don't know what you're doing, they always assume that you're doing the thing they don't want you to do. Why? Why can't you just assume I'm somewhere minding my business? Why can't that be assumed? Why can't that be assumed? Why can't it just be assumed that I'm somewhere minding my business? Walking around, I got a bag on. People probably like, yo, what's in the bag? My stuff. What the fuck? All of the things that I've paid for. My stuff. That's what's in my bag. My stuff. Gotcha. Yo, I'm not lying to you. I got the stupidest fucking problems, man. I got the stupidest problems and the stupidest issues, and none of them have anything to do with anything that I know that I'm doing or think that I'm doing. I got the stupidest problems. Guarantee you, somebody is gonna contact me today with a new problem. Guarantee you. Somebody out there that got a problem or they have an issue, something going on in their life, and they're gonna contact me and make it my problem. I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen. And if I don't allow for it to be my problem, then I'm selfish. I got a terrible life. Anyway, let's see. I want to say something else real quick. Snoop Dogg was talking about some shit, right? I saw a Snoop Dogg interview. Snoop Dogg said, yo, got to shorten the gap. He said, when you are like making it, like this is you, this is your friends, right? Like you making it and you level up. He said, what happens is a lot of times you level up and these are your friends and you want to keep them around you. So what you do is sometimes, even though you level up, you bring yourself back down because you know your friends is gonna try to guilt you. This is why when people start trying to guilt me, I let you go. I just let you go. Once you try to start guilting me, I let you go. Let me explain why. 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg said it was in an interview. He said it's closing the gap. He said sometimes what happens is you and your peoples is like this, right? So you start leveling up, right? What happens is they have to level up to keep up with you. If they don't level up to keep up with you, then you have to take away from yourself and you have to take away some of your what you're trying to do, your success, where you're trying to go in life. So I just want to say something. If somebody is truly your people and you leveling up over them, then they got to see that hustle and they got to be inspired and they got to come up to you. You can't keep going back down to them. You understand what I'm saying? No disrespect intended to anybody. I'm just saying what it is. You can't keep going back down to them. You got to level up. If they want it, they'll level up with you. If they don't want it, they won't. If they don't want it, they're gonna try to convince you to stop leveling up. They're gonna try to convince you to. They're gonna try to guilt you. They're gonna try to do all types of different things. Yeah. So when people try to guilt me, chat is working, Big Star. We see you. So when people try to guilt me, I just try to figure out how to separate myself from them. No disrespect or nothing. I'm not even talking about misery at this point. I'm just saying some people don't want to work. Some people want to talk about how they want to work. Some people want to do everything in the world, but they don't want to actually do the footwork. They don't want to do the footwork. It's a fact. They want to figure out, they're going to come up with a million ideas that's going to be your job. What's up, yo? They're going to come up with a million ideas that's going to be your job. They're going to keep coming up with new ideas for you to do. Instead of them thinking about some shit and them going and doing that shit on their own and then keeping it pushing. Once again, we shooting on the phone today. So if there's anybody trying to text me or comment to me, I'm literally using my phone to shoot today because my computer's busted. I've got my computer in the shop right now that we got to get out. If you want to try to put anything towards the help Jack Frost get his computer back out of the shop, hit the Cash App or the PayPal. Vegas top op. I have no ops, so I have no idea who you're the top op of, but shout out to that shit. I have no ops. I have nobody that I'm wishing harm on. I have nobody that I want bad things to happen to. I have zero ops. I just want this to be clear. I have zero ops. There's no one out there that I want bad to happen to. There's nobody out there that I'm like, that's my enemy. I have none of those things. Just want to be clear on that. I have none of those things. I have no ops. Zero ops. People be trying to make you they op. Motherfucker. Oh, he's stunning for Vegas ops? Oh, okay. Well, we got the Vegas trip going down in August. King Will says that's a mother effing fact, yo. Preach, bro. He said that's a mother effing fact, bro. Preach. Frost, I think he meant to write. He said, I had to let go of a chick I was dealing with who just couldn't keep up with my drive and wanted to stay stagnant. I started feeling like she was holding me back. I think I'm not going to speak on people holding individuals back, because in reality, what the person is doing is not allowing themselves to progress. So let's remove ourselves from the equation, right? So we're not looking at it as that person is trying to stop me from excelling. Look at it more like that person doesn't have enough faith in themselves to make the necessary steps in order to level up to where you at. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand, how much faith it takes in a person that you have to internally have in order for you to go do something that you don't even know if it's gonna work. Like that means that you have to have faith in yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So don't take it like she's trying to hold you back. Take it with the understanding that she might not have that faith in herself for her to make the necessary steps for her to level up. Yo, we got 79 people in here with 16 likes. Could we hit that like button? Please, could we hit that like button so we can send out some notifications? Um, so you should probably look at it more like that. You understand what I'm saying? Don't look at it like, this is just my opinion, just so we can be clear. Don't look at it like she's trying to hold you back, because she might not be trying to hold you back. She might just not have that inner confidence in order to do the things that she need. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you a good example. Before I started doing YouTube, I was dating somebody and I was busy telling them about how I wanted to do YouTube. And all they was doing was coming up, not just that person, just so we could be clear. It was like 4 or 5 people, so I'm not going to just put it on the person I was dating. Um, but I'm talking about the person that I was dating because I have a specific point that I want to make. So all she was doing was coming up with reasons in which why it wasn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounded like to me. To her, it sounded like she was being helpful. To her, she was busy thinking of all of the things before I had a chance to think of them, so I could focus on all of the ways that I'm going to fail. I don't like focusing on how I'm going to fail. I want to focus on the win. So don't focus on what could go wrong. Focus on what could go right. That's one. Two, I feel like I failed her because my pitch wasn't good enough. I wasn't able to make her believe in this dream. So to me, I feel like I kind of failed her because I'm literally doing the thing, right? So it was doable. So I sometimes feel like I failed her because I wasn't able to speak the power and the strength into her for her to believe in my dream. Because first of all, it's something I want to do. She don't got to believe in nothing. So while you say you was dating some chick and she was like negative or whatever the hell she was, also understand, don't put all of that on her. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes we have to give people that strength in order to go do something that they don't know is possible. Sometimes we have to try to talk that energy into them. Sometimes we got to try to talk that power into them. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Nestars Live says sometimes she might just can't keep up. It might happen to me. Sometimes a person just can't keep up. That's a fact. But we got to try to talk that energy into them. We got to try to talk that power into them. So sometimes I feel like I failed her because I didn't talk that energy into her. I didn't talk that we can do this into her. You understand what I'm saying? I was supposed to give her one of them damn Captain American speeches. And I failed her. And that's the way I look at it. And the next time I actually get into I'm not getting into nothing bullshit. So the next time I actually get into a relationship with somebody, I have to be able to motivate them to the point where, they not only could see their own dreams, but they could also understand mine's are possible. You understand what I'm saying? Because she had dreams that I personally think she can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell her business. But she had dreams that personally I think she would be great at. Like she has a particular career she wanted to go after. And I think that she would be fucking exemplary at it. I think she would be great at it. I wish she would go after that thing. But I just didn't have the requisite skill set in order to be able to convince her to believe in herself, and that's on me. I deal with that. I hope to be more motivating in the next opportunity I get, if I get another opportunity at happiness. I hope to be a lot more motivating. Just something to think about. She's a good woman, and I miss her. let's move on. What else we discussing? What else we discussing? What else we discussing? Um, my brain is over here like. What up, Prince to Amir? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, Black Cuddy? Salute to the Black Spades. Um, yes, Cuomo did sign a bill that's going to end. It's not going to end solitary confinement in its totality. It's going to end solitary confinement abuses because solitary confinement is often used to abuse prisoners. So they're going to end the abuses of solitary confinement. Um, I'm going to tell you what's messed up about our jail systems and something I've always found upsetting. That you could lock a man or woman away in a room and just forget about them. Just show up with food and clean linen periodically. And that is what how it goes on in a lot of these prisons, especially like these supermaxes and everything else. That's torture. I feel for these people. I get it. Some individuals have committed crimes that are horrible or crimes that people feel like you would like to throw the key away. But that's not why these individuals is being tortured in solitary confinement. Some people are just being tortured in solitary confinement because the guards is not good at their job. Not all guards, obviously. Some of the guards are just not good at their job. And then the other guards are covering for those guards. Just like some police officers aren't good at their job and other police officers cover for those police officers. Just like there's a dude on some block somewhere stealing from whoever he worked for, and he blaming it on something else, and he acting like somebody else is either stealing it or he's blaming it on some stranger, the reason why sales are down or something. It's just something to think about. But he's going to be ending solitary confinement, the abuses of it. I think there's going to be a time limit that somebody could be kept in solitary confinement over a certain amount of days or whatever the case might be. That's going to be beneficial because you locking somebody in solitary confinement. Some people be going into solitary confinement for months and years at a time, and that's just absolute insanity. Like, and then you're going to release that person back out to the public, back out into the world. Like, what do you expect is going to happen? And then not just that, but they release these people that they put into prison and they abuse them in all type of different ways, or they get abused in all type of different ways. And then they release these people right back out into the public. What public you think they're releasing them in? They're releasing them into the low income neighborhoods, right? Tell me where I'm wrong. It was changed to 15 days. Salute. Salute. There should be some kind of court you got to go to if you want to keep somebody in there like indefinitely or something. So that at least that person can have their day in court, and then the prison has to come with a good reason. Look, this person is just this, or this person is just that, or this is happening, or that is happening. Not just it's something that people who aren't even trained in uh, trained in recognizing mental health problems shouldn't be making those decisions to keep somebody in solitary indefinitely. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Today's April Fool's Day, ain't it? Today's April 1st. I don't have a computer, but please send the article. Ooh, my knee. Please send the article. Yo, hold on. Y'all know that Gorilla Glue lady just got she got pregnant with like her 6th kid. Some dude really got that Gorilla Glue lady pregnant. I cannot answer the phone. I'm on a live on my phone. I can't answer the phone. I'm on a live on the phone. I can't answer the phone. It shuts the live off. So that person, I'm gonna have to call you back after this is over. Yo, y'all know that chick from the Gorilla Glue? My computer's in the shop. I'm shooting a live off the phone. The chick from the Gorilla Glue, the Gorilla Glue chick, just got pregnant. Some dude gave her a baby. Do you know when I first read that, I was like, oh man, it was like, I hope she don't Gorilla Glue her vagina shut. That's what I was thinking. I ain't even lying to you. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh man, I hope she don't Gorilla Glue her vagina shut. There's no telling with this lady. Oh man, you know what I just remembered? There was let me tell y'all about a thing. Let me tell you about a thing. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Let me tell you about a thing. There was a lady. This happened in Jamaica. There was a lady. Her boyfriend was cheating on her with another man. Well, with a man. Listen. What's good with the Uber check? I don't know what you mean by that, Mark Hernandez. I have no idea what you're talking about. There was a what up, William Somersville. There was a chick. Hold on, let me tell you what happened. It's just crazy. There was a chick. Oh, what's good with the Uber chick? That's what I guess you're saying. I don't know. Hold on. There was a chick in it was in the West Indies somewhere, I believe. It was like in Jamaica or something, Haiti or something. And what happened was her man was cheating on her with another man. So what she did was she replaced the KY jelly or whatever kind of jelly that they use for when they have anal sex. She replaced that shit with glue. And they had to, go check it out. I'm dead serious. You could probably see the video. And they had to put them in an ambulance with him with his dick still in her. Because she replaced the lube with glue. So the nigga put the lube on, start banging her, but it was glue. I don't think she thought this out. I don't think she thought this out very clearly. I don't think this is something that she really thought out. Did she think that he was gonna go use the glue on the dude? That might be what it was. And she ended up using it on her instead? I don't know. But whew. I remember growing up in the Bronx, right? And there used to be stray dogs everywhere. If you don't know, there used to be stray dogs everywhere in the Bronx, everywhere in the 80s. And I remember you can walk down the block and see dogs stuck together all the time. Like all the time. Dogs just walking around stuck. Mm. I don't know if she thought that through. I don't think she thought that through. Yeah, they got all the animals off the street, yo. When I was growing up, this is the '80s, man. There be packs of dogs everywhere. Packs of dogs everywhere, like everywhere. There just be packs of dogs. And I'm in the Bronx, so there's like a ton of abandoned buildings. So they used to just like live in lots and live in the abandoned buildings. There was just dogs everywhere. There was dog shit everywhere. There was stray dogs everywhere. If you look at one of those dogs wrong, they all coming after you. It was crazy. James says, "We're not doing this, man." Yeah, there's stray dogs everywhere. Like the shit was crazy. For real, for real. I remember growing up. I'm gonna tell you okay. I'm gonna tell you about a little bit about New York City real quick. So this is how New York City used to be, right? I don't know if this is better or worse, just to be honest with you. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if it was better then or now, or whatever the case is. But I'm gonna tell you how New York City used to be. New York City used to be like this. You didn't have like big gangs, like one gang that was like in like all the boroughs. It wasn't really like that. It was like you had a block, that block had a crew. Then you had another block, that block had a crew. You belonged to whatever crew you lived on, whatever block you lived on, you belonged to that crew. If you moved from one neighborhood to another neighborhood, you kind of had to find a new crew. Or you had to go back to your old block and hang out there every day. No shitting you. No shitting you. That's how New York City was. So if you on your block and you walk 2 blocks off of your block, you in a whole new neighborhood. You in a whole new block, whole new territory. You go two blocks that way, you in a whole new territory. That's somebody else's territory. That's somebody else's block. You go that way, you in a whole new territory. That's somebody else's territory. That's somebody else's block. You feel me? Now, depending on how popular your particular set was, that most likely meant how many asses y'all done kicked, is depending on how far out you were known. You understand what I'm saying? So you might have an individual that's from this particular set right here, this particular block right here. You go 2 blocks this way, 2 blocks that way, 2 blocks that way, 2 blocks that way. You done went through about 5 or 6 different neighborhoods with 5 or 6 different crews, but they might still know y'all over there. Whether it's for good or bad purposes, they might still know y'all because y'all been, you've been putting in work or whatever the case might be. What up, New York Nikki? So that's how New York used to be, right? That's another reason why a lot of people didn't think that, Bloods and Crips would be able to come over here, especially back like when, when Bloods and Crips things first started really being known about here on the East Coast like that. That's why a lot of people didn't feel like it would never pick up over here because it was just the neighborhoods were ran differently. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing about the 80s, though. Listen, this is the thing about the 80s. I explained all that to explain this. When you walking through somebody's territory, that crew might jump you. You might get jumped. It's a fact. You walking through somebody else's territory, they don't know you. You might get jumped. You walk into somebody else's territory because you got some chick over there. You walk into the wrong projects, you might not be coming out. They're gonna let you walk all the way in the projects, walk all the way to the building you go into, go all the way up to the floor you go into, and they're gonna be waiting for you in the lobby on your way out. I'm just telling you what it is. They're going to be waiting for you in the lobby on your way out. Now check this out. I'm going to add a whole new caveat to what I'm just telling you about so you can understand how dangerous it actually was in the 80s. Besides the fact that every couple of blocks you walk is a new crew that owns that territory or runs that territory, besides that, you got stray dogs everywhere, and they got their own territory. You got stray dogs everywhere. And they be in packs, 5, 6. Sometimes it's just 2 or 3 of them. But they be stray dogs everywhere, and they be in packs. So while you walk into wherever you going, one, you might have to, imagine if you got to walk a mile. You know how many different projects, you know how many different neighborhoods, you know how many different crews you got to walk through? And on top of that, there's dogs everywhere. And them dogs is going to attack you. They not playing with you. They're going to attack you. And once you look at them, they're going to chase you. And it's going to be a ton of them. Like I said, it was dangerous as shit. That's why there's just certain projects. Yeah, a lot of them dogs, they had rabies. They had all types of different diseases and everything else. They was all types of different crazies. Yep, you look at a dog the wrong way, he gonna come try you and come right to you. He ain't playing. And he gonna have like 3 or 4 other dogs behind him, and they ready to roll. They ain't playing. I think people forget how territorial some of these animals are. Shout out to Netstar Live. He says $5 for 5 to 10 5 drops. Let go. Write that in the chat, Netstar Live. I'm not sure what that says, but shout out to Netstar's Live with the $5 drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? I think he said 5. Let's get 5 to 10 $5 drops going. Come on, let's go. Yeah, like New York was different. Like it was dangerous. It was dangerous. It was just a different dangerous. I think it's still dangerous, but it's just a different dangerous. It was wild. And you keep hearing about people talking about them big rats. The rats was crazy too. So remember, you had abandoned buildings everywhere. So all of them little vermins and everywhere had places to live that was right next door to you. It was bad. But it was a good bad. People that was alive and was walking around and doing shit in the 80s. They just a different type of person. I don't know what to tell you. Netstar's Lives, can we get 5 to 10 $10 drops? I'm in. Netstar's Live says, can we get 5 to 10 $10 drops? I'm in. Okay, so this is not me saying this because I get a lot of flack for saying this, but could we get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App? I get a lot of flack for saying that, not for nothing. But now we have Netstar's Live saying it, trying to remind people. And we've had Big Star putting it up the whole entire time. Just gonna throw that out there. Anything y'all want to discuss? Yes, I said we have Big Star also. My apologies, Big Star, for not pointing you out first. Give me your hater drops. Also, once again, shout out to James S with the $5 drop. All you see is smoking feet. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? You gotta pardon me. I gotta take some of these notifications off. Oh, so P from Jersey, you saw that? So he was stuck inside of a man. That wasn't a woman? I thought that was a woman. Ah, he was stuck inside of a man, and she did what she was supposed to do. That's what I'm guessing she was trying to do. But I could have swore it was a woman. What do I know? I'm wrong sometimes. I'm wrong just as much as I'm right just as often as any other human being is right. Wrong just as much as any other human being is wrong. It was a. I don't know. I'd have to see it again. I could have swore I saw boobs. Send me the video. IG. I could have swore I saw boobs. I don't know what to tell you. I thought I saw all the boobs. I just had a flashback of some shit. Shout out to Kendra. Well, if it was a man, then her plan worked. I'm gonna assume she was trying to get homeboy stuck to the dude, not stuck inside of her. That's what I'm assuming. So shout out to that shit. What time we got? Um, started late today. Let's see what we got going on. I'm probably gonna end the live. I'm gonna end the live short today. Um, I don't know. We might be able to do some Red Dead. Shout out to BQ Mommy with the $5 drop. She says RIP Sweet Drones Drive and Strive Showcase LLC #1. Shout out to RIP to Sweet Jones. Grind and Strive Showcases. I don't know. Y'all think Red Dead is like GTA? I don't know. A lot of talk about police corruption in the case revolving NBA YoungBoy. Um, California is willing to let him out on bail. Louisiana isn't. Louisiana gets a lot of flack for having a police, for having bad police. Louisiana gets a lot of pressure, a lot of flack for having bad police. I'll believe it. I mean, I can believe that there's police corruption. I don't know 100% whether there is or not, but just so we can be clear, I look at police precincts like this. Every police precinct, just look at a police precinct like your job, wherever it is that you work at. Look at a police precinct like that. Like, this is what I mean. You have the people that show up to work and they want to work because they like their job. Then you have the people that show up to work, they don't really like their job, they just want to go home. Then you have the people that show up to work and they like to abuse their authority, right? You have people like this at every job. Just look at the police precincts like that. That's why I say I don't think we should bash every police officer. I don't think we should say fuck the police. I don't think we should just randomly hate the police. I don't think that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got dudes out here that, they hold, they street dudes and they doing whatever they doing in the street. And at the same time, they always trying to do stuff to help the community. Like, certain times of the year they do drives, or if something happens bad to somebody in the community or whatever that everybody loved, they'll, they got a couple of grand to put up to either get somebody, whatever, to help the family out or whatever the case got to be. So just like you have those situations, you have people that don't care. So that's all I'm trying to say. So I assume that there's a little bit of corruption in every single police precinct that there is, because there's a little bit of corruption in every single company, damn near, that there is. Once you start getting over 10 people employed, somebody is going to be a bad guy, right? Once you get like over 10 people working at a place, you have to have at least have one person who isn't there to do their job. You saw a 91-year-old police officer on YouTube the other day. I don't got time for this shit. How? So that's the way I look at it. You understand what I'm saying? So look, this is my main thing. You cannot destroy anything from the outside. Everything, thank you. Everything that you try to destroy has to be destroyed internally. It has to come from the inside, period. That's just the way shit is. That's why when you get a disease or something like that happens to you, what they do is they inject you, and so you can get from the inside out, right? So if we are gonna try to get police to stop, not all police obviously, but the police officers that are doing their job incorrectly, if we're gonna try to get rid of them and hold them accountable, we are gonna need the police, and we are gonna need the people who are part of law enforcement that are there to actually do the right and appropriate job to be on our side. So we can't ostracize them. We can't alienate them. Pardon me. We can't alienate them. We have to make them feel like they could come and deal with us. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that that's a big problem, and I think that's a big issue. So whenever I hear people just say hate police across the board, the first thing I think is that they don't have our best interest in mind. Because it's one thing if you don't know no better and you saying that, but our scholars and our activists and the people out here that's supposed to be leaders of us, they do know better, right? It's literally their job to know better. So if we're just saying screw all police across the board, we're putting ourselves in a situation where we're not even we're gonna need internal help from the others. Why do you think spies exist? That's literally why spies exist. To go infiltrate another whoever the hell, in order so you can take the thing down from the inside. That's literally why spies exist. So what did the cop say? What did the 91-year-old police officer say that y'all guys is up in arms about, that y'all guys like so much? I don't know what Louisiana has against NBA YoungBoy. I have not the slightest idea. They just let him off, or he was like on probation or parole or something. They just let him off in August. So I don't know what any of this is about. He might be the old cop that everybody is. He like in a small town, everybody might respect him to the point where having him around is enough to prevent problems. You understand what I'm saying? Like when he show up, like he might actually literally keep the place safe because of all of the respect that people give him. Because you have to assume he's not tackling anybody down to the ground, is he? What up, world famous Peter Memphis? Says good morning, Jack Frost. He ain't tackling anybody. How many people is he arrested? So we have to assume that the reason in which why it's going down the way it is because people respect him, right? And that respect creates a situation where having him around is beneficial. And that's what we want to do. We want to be beneficial. We want us being around to be something that helps not just ourselves but other people. And I think sometimes people get lost on that. I can't wait to get my fucking computer back. Like, you guys don't understand. Did y'all hear those bones cracking? Well, not bones, but I was cracking my back. Or my shoulder blade, or whatever the hell that is. This region got all that. Blah, blah, this region. I think I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm not able to do like what we do over here on BBN as well when we don't have our other jump off. Yeah, we brushed over the Quavo Sweetie situation. Basically, as far as Quavo and Sweetie is concerned, I just think it's interesting that the LAPD is thinking about bringing charges up on both of them. So check this out. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Check this out. 9 times out of 10, Sweetie's people release that video, right? Check this out. 9 times out of 10, Sweetie's people release that video. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Anybody want to know what happened? This is what I think happened. I could be wrong. Quavo and Sweetie people released the video. For whatever the reason is, when Shade Room uploaded the video, they didn't upload the whole video. They didn't upload the part where Sweetie hit Quavo. Right? She swings on him. They didn't upload that part. The part they uploaded was just when Quavo took her and threw her into the elevator for whatever, we don't know what was going on. The problem is this. She hit him first. She hit him first. That's the problem. Right? She swung at him first or she hit him first, whatever the case is. I don't know what you could prove. I don't know if you could prove she made contact, but she swung on him first or hit him first or whatever the case is. If they charge him, they got to charge her. So that don't even make sense. That don't even make sense why her people will put that out. Like they wasn't thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Let's hope nobody gets charged. Let's hope they just get rid of that. That was all stupid. You understand what I'm saying? She hit him first. Let's just hope nobody gets charged. Let's hope they throw that out. Let's hope the idiots on the internet that always wanna blame men for everything. Like, put it like this. You got a ton of people on the internet right now mad at Quavo, right? Why ain't nobody mad at Chet Hanks' girlfriend? Chet Hanks' girlfriend allegedly pulled a knife on him or some shit, and he bleeding from the head. Why ain't they talking about that? So the next time you hear anybody talk about that Quavo shit, bring up Chet Hanks and homegirl that attacked Chet Hanks. Be like, why don't you got the same energy for her? Nobody don't got time for you. Just like that. Like, you don't got the same energy for her? But you got all of this anger towards Quavo, but you don't got the same energy towards Chet Hanks' ex-girlfriend that allegedly pulled the knife on him, and that we all seen Chet Hanks' head was bleeding and bust open. Think he did that to himself? You think Chet Hanks was like, I'm really gonna get you. I'm gonna do all the best acting. He hit his own self in the head with something, and it's turned the camera on. Like, this is really what we say it happened? And yep, I remember what happened to Jay-Z in the elevator. Jay-Z was attacked, and he still got dragged. So we got to stop giving energy to these people who, no matter what happens, the black man is wrong. No matter what happened, the man is wrong. Especially the black man. But no matter what happened, the man is wrong. We got to stop giving energy to that shit. Call them whenever you see people posting shit like that, call them on it. And shout out to the Shade Room for trying to like screw people over and give people the wrong impression about what really happened. I I know quite a few people that have been stabbed by women or women have tried to stab them. I know a couple of people that got shot at. It happens. That's why whenever people be like, I'm looking like, just go look up women that killed husbands. You're gonna see a ton of women that killed their husbands and boyfriends. Just look it up, a ton of them, and you'll be like, well, why ain't nobody talking about this? Chauvin, I think that they're doing a good job on the prosecution. The defense doesn't have any defense. There is no defense. So there is no defense. So at this point, it's just whether the jury already made up their minds or not. You know, if there's a jurors that already decided, no matter what they say, I'm going to say he's innocent. That's all that matters. That's literally all that matters. If there's jurors that's thinking, no matter what happened, I don't care, I'm going to say he's innocent. Because at this point, it's pretty obvious that he should be found guilty. And that Derek Chauvin, I don't know how to say that guy's name. It's so obvious that he should be found guilty. He should be thrown under the jail. So far under the jail, he shouldn't even have got bail. What the fuck? How the hell he get bail? He get bail, but NBA YoungBoy don't get bail, even though it's two different places. And NBA YoungBoy did get bail in Chicago and Louisiana. He didn't get bail. But how did he get bail? What the fuck? That's the last person. How he get bail? How that kid that killed that shot the person up at the rally? How did he get bail? So you gotta understand, they letting people back out onto the street that shouldn't be let back out onto the street, and it's probably because they're Caucasian. Let's call it what it is. It's probably because they're Caucasian. That's why they're being let back out onto the street. While you have an individual that's black, they commit a crime that nobody even got hurt in, but in their bail is retarded. Why? I think they got like 6 Caucasian people on the jury. I think it's 6 Caucasian people, 3 black people, and everybody else is mixed. Or is it 8 Caucasian people, 3 black people, and everybody else is mixed? It's some number like that. But I don't even care at this point. I don't care who's Caucasian. I don't care who's white. I don't care who's black. I just care who's racist and who's not. That's it. And if you help, who's helping white supremacy and who's not. You could be a black person and helping white supremacy. If you a black person and you see another black person that got talent and skill and you decide to take their life for a bullshit ass reason, you helping white supremacy. Don't tell me about how you hate the police and the world is against you. And nah, you helping white supremacy if you trying to destroy another black man just because that black man has talent or has a purpose in life or got somewhere that he's going. You want to destroy him and you want to kill him and you want to ruin his life just because he got something that he's doing that you might either want to do or wish that you could do or whatever the case is. You helping white supremacy. Where are you about the T.I. case? Do you think that case is going anywhere? We got to see. I don't even think T.I. was charged yet, right? So T.I. hasn't even been charged yet as far as that goes. And the individuals that's bringing a lawsuit against them, I don't even think that's happened yet. So they're just in the planning stages. So we got to see how far they get. They reported that some members of the jury was crying during the testimony. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure that Derek Chauvin or whatever his name is, I'm pretty sure him and those, and not all the police officers that was out there with him, I'm not going to say that because there's the 2 dudes that was the rookies that I think that they actually fucked up over this. They was like, they just got on the job. I think those 2 police officers is actually fucked up over this. That Asian dude, I don't think he cares. But the other 2 police officers, they actually fucked up over this. Like, there's police officers that's fucked up over this George Floyd shit. I don't know. I know there are a couple of cops that's taking a stand against Derek Chauvin. But there's police officers that's fucked up over this, yo. That's why I keep saying stop throwing all police officers I've seen police officers that let niggas go or for bullshit. I've seen police officers not arrest niggas. I'm just telling you. I've seen police officers have the opportunity to arrest people and just say, yeah, just get out of here, man. Just don't do that again. Just keep the peace. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain. A lot of reasons why people get arrested, you really don't have to get arrested. That's why sometimes when I see people yelling at the police, I get it. You understand what I'm saying? Just because the police see you doing something that you should not have done, that don't mean you need to get arrested. They should be trying to show up to stop the thing from happening. If there's a reason, the way that they could just send you off and let you go home and just get the fuck up out of here, send them off, let them go home and let them get the fuck up out of there. You don't gotta arrest everybody for everything. And I think that that's one of the problems that sometimes, you know, we run into when there's quotas. You got police officers that got to keep quotas. Shout out to Giuliani when he was the mayor. Was that before he was the mayor? No, when he was the mayor, like getting all these quotas and all this other bullshit going. I don't know how to say the name. I know how to spell it. Yeah, so you know. Yeah, I've seen police officers not arrest niggas. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Me and my cousin, Corey Sweeney, Al, y'all be seeing him and shit. He be coming in the chat every once in a while. I don't know if he remembers this. But we was on Melrose Avenue in the Bronx, walking the 3rd Avenue. Right? So we walking down Melrose Avenue, we walking the 3rd Avenue on 149th Street. I forgot where we was going down there to go do something. We smoking a blunt. So when we smoking a blunt, we in the store smoking a blunt, blowing it down in the store. We buying the shit out of the store, whatever the guy, we buy the shit. We walk out of the store, we go about our business. As soon as we walk out the store, you know those, for everybody that's in New York City, you know how they have the ice thing outside? When you want to go buy a bag of ice, they got to go open up the thing for you, unlock the thing on the outside of the store, get you the bag of ice, right? So when we coming out the store, we smoking weed, and we come by the machine like this. As soon as we came like this and we turn that corner to go around the machine, there was 2 police officers standing right there. We smoking a whole blunt. This is the 90s. We smoking a whole blunt, blew the smoke out and everything. They walked through the fucking smoke. You know those police officers just walked in the store and we just kept going about our business? That's just one incident. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't stop us. They didn't say nothing to us, nothing. And it was the middle of the day. And it was not when they was changing shifts. So it's not like they was like, we about to get off. It was the middle of the fucking day. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it was a sunny ass summer day. It was sunny as shit. It was in the summer. It was a beautiful day outside. We just walked. They didn't arrest us nothing. They just let us keep going. Boom. So police officers should be keeping the peace. The police officers' job is not to just go out there and arrest people. Police officers' job is to keep the status quo, keep the peace. You understand what I'm saying? That's what their job is. So, yeah, peacekeepers. So I just, they shouldn't arrest you every time they see you doing something you're not supposed to be doing. They're supposed to come up to you and mitigate the damn situation, not just throw you in cuffs and take you down to the damn precinct. I believe weed is legal now for personal use. I don't believe weed is legal for just random outside selling. But I do believe it's legal for personal use. For personal use, I do believe it's legal. But obviously, they have to write some charters about where you can and can't smoke at. Because I doubt they want people sitting out in front of the fucking school like this, blowing it down in front of the school to pick up their kids. I'm doubting people are going to want that shit. You going to be blowing it down right in front of PS-19, waiting for your kid outside. You see like 6 parents outside with just blunts. I doubt that that's something that they would want. So I'm pretty sure they're going to have some kind of parameters on this shit or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure. That just reminded me of that lady that they took this lady's son away from her a couple of years ago. I did a story on it. They took the lady's son away from her because the kid kept coming to school smelling like weed. So somebody complained and they was going to take that young lady's son away from her. I forget what happened though. It was a story I covered a long time ago. But yeah, so they gotta write up some parameters. They are expunging records, so that's dope. They are expunging records. So if you have your weed on your record that you got arrested for smoking weed or some shit like that, I think that that is gonna be expunged. And I believe that they're gonna turn around a lot of the like. Imagine being locked up right now and they be like, "Yo, what you locked up for? Smoking weed. Smoking it? That's it? You were just smoking it. You wasn't selling it, nothing. Nah, I was standing on the corner smoking weed. They locked me up. They gave me a DAT for well, give you a DAT isn't locking you up, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that pulled up. I'm gonna call out these drops real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Come to a Tonight Show tonight. Shout out to BQ Mommy with the $5 drop. Shout out to Net Stars Live with the $5 drop. Shout out to, and I can't see the other drops. I can't. I hate when this happens. I can't see the super chats. Yeah, thank you for not opening that page up. I can't see the super chats, but if I remember correctly, Vic Star with the $4.99 drop and James S with the $5 drop, if I remember correctly, because I can't see the super chats. With that being said, I definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. Don't let nobody lies to you. Go out there and have a beautiful day today. Go be productive. Um, go be productive. Go have a beautiful day. Try to add to other people's lives. Like sometimes people is going through shit. Just because you need assistance or you need help and a person can't give it to you, that don't mean that they don't want to. They might just be going through their own shit, and the thing that you need them to do is going to conflict with the thing that they need to do in order to survive. So sometimes we got to be mindful, and we have to understand that just because somebody doesn't help us in our time of need, that doesn't mean that they wouldn't help us if it wasn't possible, or that they don't want to help us. So with that being said, I love y'all. Please, let's go out there. Let's be productive today. And everybody, please bring something back home for your significant other today. It's a Thursday. Let's bring something back home for our significant other, whether it be in some candies, and for the kids. Don't forget the kids. Something, whether it be a candy or a little toy or a trinket or just something to say, yo, you know what? I've been thinking about you all day today, and I just don't let you know enough. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got in this one. I'm out.